Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lion's Den Show. And here's your host, Cody Judy.
Hello and welcome to the Lion's Den Show. I'm your host and your host, Cody Robert Judy. Cheers, it's good to be with you. Today is May 8th, 2011. We have a surprising show for you today. We've uncovered from the bottom of the ocean evidence that the Obama administration dumped overboard. Yes, we sent our trolling boats out and our team of deep sea divers and came up with Osama bin
As some of you heard, the state of Hawaii released my official long-form birth certificate. Hopefully, this puts all doubts to rest. But just in case there are any lingering questions, tonight, I'm prepared to go a step further. Tonight, for the first time, I am releasing my official birth video. Now, I warn you, no one has seen this footage in 50 years. Not even me. But let's take a look. I want to make clear to the Fox News table, that was a joke. That was not my real birth video. That was a children's cartoon. Call Disney if you don't believe me. They have the original long-form version. It's good to be back with so many esteemed guests, celebrities, senators, journalists, essential government employees, non-essential government employees. You know who you are. I am very much looking forward to hearing. Michelle Bachmann is here, though, I understand, and she is thinking about running for president, which is weird because I hear she was born in Canada. Yes, Michelle, this is how it starts. Tim Palenty, he seems all-American, but if you heard his real middle name, Tim Posney Palenty, what a shame. My buddy, our outstanding ambassador, John Huntman, is with us. Now, there's something you might not know about John. He didn't learn to speak Chinese to go there. Oh no. He learned English to come here. And I know just the guy to do it. Donald Trump is here tonight. Now I know that He's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac? All kidding aside, obviously we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice at the steakhouse, the men's cooking team did not impress the judges from Omaha Steaks. And there was a lot of blame to go around, but you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. And so ultimately you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night. Well handled, sir. Well handled. Say what you will about Mr. Trump. He certainly would bring some change to the White House. Let's see what we've got up there.
Mayday, mayday, mayday! Oh God, I don't know where I'm at! Mayday, 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 help!
President Obama made the decision. His press secretary quoted the president exactly.
There is no doubt that we killed Osama bin Laden. It is important for us to make sure that very graphic photos of somebody who was shot in the head are not floating around as an incitement to additional violence or as a propaganda tool. That's not who we are.
Big-name Republicans backed the decision.
I don't see any point in the macabre picture.
I think there's ample proof that this was Osama bin Laden.
Attorney General Holder testified it was legal for SEAL Team 6 to kill bin Laden, even though he was unarmed.
If he had surrendered, I think, attempted to surrender, I think we should obviously have accepted that, but there was no indication that he wanted to do that, and therefore his killing was appropriate.
U.S. officials say they're already getting usable information from the computers and hard drives and 5 cell phones seized at bin Laden's mansion and flown back to the U.S. CIA is putting out an urgent call for more Arabic translators, working 24/7 to get Al-Qaeda's secrets, hoping to find the names of bin Laden's big donors and the details of any attacks or after-death reprisals okayed by bin Laden. Homeland Security officials testified. No special alerts so far.
That could change. It could change tonight. It could.
Let's go right now to NBC's investigative reporter Michael Isikoff, who was also inside that briefing there at the Pentagon. Michael, thanks for joining.
While America questions in solemnity the tragic deaths of 9/11 in tears, Obama honors the Muslim traditions of the #1 terrorist America has had on her mind for the last decade. Mr. Obama owed America a better explanation due to the thousands lost in the Twin Towers and the thousands who have fought so bravely for closure and finality of justice. Honoring America is honoring all religions, not favoring one. Dishonoring America is a dishonor to the freedom of worship America provides for the living. George W. Bush waterboarded and tried Iraq's Saddam Hussein. Barack Hussein Obama, who is really Barry Soetoro, constitutionally unqualified as a natural-born citizen and has never been elected, doesn't capture and try. He kills and throws the evidence overboard for his poll numbers. Obama chose the date of May 1st, 2011 when any date could have been selected based on the replica of bin Laden's prison he was living in already. That was built in the months of preparation. This was Obama's Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. You honor Muslims in Osama bin Laden's death and burial when no Muslim country would take his body, yet you dishonor America's with closure by dumping the body at sea when he was killed on land, and he was wanted in our country. And you wonder and laugh at Americans who simply want their Constitution upheld? You're not qualified to be president. Your father was a British subject, and you are a British subject by the release of your own long-form birth certificate, which you said Hawaii released. Burying Osama bin Laden's body at sea constituted the willful destruction of relevant evidence, which naturally gives rise to suspicions that there was something to hide. Americans may never know whether our brave soldiers took the shot on your order or defied your order to hang your willful neglect of our Constitution out to dry. Your administration's explanation that the reason for the hasty burial at sea was the desire not to offend religious Muslims and not to create a shrine to a dead mass murderer. I only wish you and your administration had thought about not offending Americans who have paid for the cost with considerations of closure, because we wonder whether the decision may also have been based on a desire to suppress the whole truth, which you assessed for us was not logical. Kind of like questioning his ineligibility to hold office is silly to him. You owe America more than a long-form birth certificate. You owe an America an apology for discarding evidence we paid for. You owe America an apology for saying you were a natural-born citizen when you signed your declaration of candidacy stating you were such and qualified. And you owe us an apology for creating all the conspiracies that you are responsible for with your deceit and dishonesty. I have no doubt, Mr. Obama, that you have thought your name will be etched in the annals of history as the one who got America's #1 terrorist, and that will alone be a ticket for overriding our Constitution's eligibility requirements. That will not be the case because America captured Osama bin Laden and would have with or without you. In fact, I dare say America would still have him if you had not been involved. Thus, your actions have been a liability for America. We the people need to clean ourselves of your fraud and deception, Mr. Barry Soetoro, aka Barack Hussein Obama. Until next time, cowboy up and squirrel in the gut.